morning to all. Standard 6 Social Science. Unit 1 Geography part. Topic name is Resources. Resource is anything that fulfills human needs. All resources have value. The value can be either commercial or non-commercial. Commercial resources have great economic value. For example, petroleum. Non-commercial resources are very abundant in availability. For example, air. Resource can be classified into natural resource, man-made resource, and human resources. Anything becomes a resource only when its use is discovered. The factor that determines whether a substance is a resource or not. Time and technology. Let's see natural resources. All resources that have been directly provided by nature are called natural resources. The air, water, soil, minerals, natural vegetation and wildlife around us. The use of any natural resource depends on the place it is available. Let's see classification of resources. Natural resources can be classified into different groups depending on origin, development, renewability, distribution and ownership. Let's move. The topic is explanation of on the basis of origin. On the basis of origin, resources can be classified into biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources, all living resources. Abiotic resources, non-living things. Biotic factors, people, animals, plants, and microorganisms. Abiotic factors, rocks, water, air, wind, temperature. Biotic resources were substance till they were recognized by humans. According to the human needs, the substance were collected by the ancient men and preserved for use. In the beginning, man had only three basic needs: food, clothing and shelter. He collected things through primary activities such as hunting, food gathering, fishing and forestry. Abiotic resources were also sought after the early man. They went in such better land forms where they had enough water resource for agriculture and their cattle. Primarily, the tools were only made up of stones. Later, man dug the earth for better abiotic resource and found copper first and iron later. He also mined precious metals simultaneously for making ornaments. Later, mining became one of the leading primary activities and still holds an important place among the economic activities. Let's move. The topic is on the basis of development. Based on the level of development, resources can be divided into actual and potential resources. Actual resources that are being used and the quantity available is known. For example, coal at Neyveli. Potential resource means not being used in the present and its quantity and location are not known. The technology to extract such resource is also yet to be developed. For example, marine ash found in the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Dear students, do you know marine ash have greater potential resource? Let's see. On the basis of exhaustibility. On the basis of renewability, resource can be classified as renewable resource and non-renewable resource. Renewable resource once consumed can be renewed with the passage of time or called renewable resource. For example, air, water, sunlight. Misuse of such resources can also limit its available quantity. Let's see non-renewable resource, which are limited, can be called non-renewable resource. They become exhausted after use and the time they take to replace does not match the life cycle. For example, coal, petroleum, natural gas and other minerals. A student, take book page number 148. On the basis of distribution. On the basis of distribution, resource can be classified into localized resource and universal resource. When resources are present in specific regions, they are called localized resource. For example, minerals. Some resources are present everywhere. Such resources are called universal resource. For example, sunlight and air. Let's see on the basis of ownership. Based on ownership, resources can be classified into individual resources, community resources, national resources and international resources. Individual resources owned by individual, for example, apartment. Community owned resources or resources which can be utilized by the members of the community, for example, public park. National resources. These resources within the political boundaries. For example, tropical forest regions of India. Tropical rainforests are called the world's largest pharmacy, as 20% of the natural vegetation or medicinal plants, for example, cinchona. Let's move. The topic is international resources. International resources are all oceanic resources found in the open ocean. Resources found in this region can be utilized only after an international agreement. For example, ambergris. Do you know ambergris is an extract from the sperm whale? A pound of sweet smelling ambergris is worth $63,000 and used in perfume industries.